provides you so many available commands, or you can call as the tools also. Either you can call as a tool or you can call as the commands. It gives you set of commands which are like a code gen, create high table, eval, export, help, import all, importing the data from the mainframe server, job. So there are set of different kind of Sqoop tools are available in the Sqoop, right? There are different kind of commands are available in the Sqoop, right? So in the last session we have seen Sqoop import, right? So Sqoop import itself has so many other options. Sqoop import itself has, there are so many other options. So let's see that. Let's see what are the options are available in Sqoop import. Okay. And also I would like to show you a normal import now. After that I will show you what is the delimiter, what is the default delimiter in the Sqoop, right? When I execute any command, a Sqoop import command or Sqoop export command, so what is the default delimiter it is taking? So that we will see, then we'll continue. Let me log into my MySQL. Okay, let's go here and let's show databases. Sorry, show databases. I have so many databases. So our database is CCA175. Let's go here and show tables. You can check. So there are no tables. Okay, and so what I will do here, I will make use of the existing database, or I can create some tables here. So instead of creating and spending time on creating a tables, what I will do, I do have set of I have something called retail underscore db dot sh file or dot sql file. What is that file? When you see here, I have something called retail underscore db dot sql file. What is this file? This file is nothing but a script which will create a tables, a script which will create some tables, and after creating a table it will also insert the data into those tables. It also create the tables and also insert the data into those tables. Okay, how, from where I got this? So very simple guys, Cloudera by default you will get this database. From there you can export and you can import into your wherever the database you want. Or what you can do, you can log into a Google, or you can go to any website, or MySQL, I can say MySQL website. Go for there is something called world.sql file. World, not word, it's a world.sql download. So you can go ahead and download this SQL file. Even this SQL file also, even though this SQL file also will contain some tables, okay, it will create some tables, countries and country, I think countries only, population kind of related. Or you can search for sample database, sample database, sample database for MySQL. So in the MySQL website, official website itself, you can go and download it. Okay, you can go and download it. Somewhere here you will get MySQL. I have downloaded from here only. So you guys can download somehow. Okay, so you guys can search it. It's not very difficult one to download some samples data. Okay, some sample data. Yeah, this is not the exact command, that's a different. So where you can do, you can download, let me show here. I don't think this is not the place. Some other place will be having some sample databases. It looks something different. Yeah, test employee, some database you will find. Okay, get the some database. Okay, which will help you to which will create a table and which will insert the data in it. Okay, so you download one of them, and after that, after downloading, you can import the data directly into your MySQL. How to do that? Let's look at here. come out from the MySQL and MySQL hyphen u root hyphen p. What is my database? My database is one CCA175 is my database, less than symbol, and where is my, that is that SQL file, the file whatever I have shown there, right? Where is that file? Okay, so this is my file. Okay, what I'm trying to do here, whatever the script is there in this, I'm directly dumping into your database name. So when I press it, it lost the password. Now see the magic. Okay, now the database has been dumped into your MySQL. And now let's go ahead and MySQL hyphen u root. You can find this command anywhere. Okay, anyway, I'll ping you this command, no problem. Okay, now let's go ahead and see your database. Surprisingly, you'll be having tables. So you'll be having some set of tables where you can do some practice. So what is the purpose of this? You can see practice it here. Okay, so now we can see orders, we have order items, you can find departments, you have find customers, you can see the data also. So if you want to see the data, you can use count from whatever the table you want to see, you can take it. So the, I think it's a order items is the bigger table. So 1,72,000 records are there. You can also see orders. You can also see orders which has the 68,000 records, and you can also see products. You also have this many records. So you can also see customers. The similar way you can find others. Okay. You can also find the customers. These many customers are there. You can play around with this. So to import the data or to learn or to do hands-on, we need some database, right? Without having any database, we cannot do anything, no? So we need some database. That database, I made it ready now. That database, I made it ready. Now what I need to do, I need to go ahead and execute the Sqoop commands. So as I shown before, the Sqoop has come up with the default tools, or I can say default commands. So let's say very simple commands, we already seen them, like Sqoop list database hyphen hyphen connect and JDBC colon slash MySQL colon slash slash localhost. If you like, you can give that port number. If you don't want, you don't need to give hyphen hyphen username root hyphen hyphen password. You can give root and just press enter. What it'll do, it'll just go ahead and connect to RDBMS, the path, whatever the path we have given here, it will go to respect to RDBMS and it will connect it by taking the username and password, then it'll start fetch the records. So let's see what is the issue. So it's always issues are very good. I love to see the issues. So we will learn more from the issues. We learn more from the bugs. Okay, what it is telling, communication failure. I hope my services are not running. Let's see this. Fail to list databases, communication link failure, the last packet successfully. Okay, localhost spelling is wrong, so no one is observed that. Look at here, it's not able to connect to the database. Localhost, let's press enter. Now just go ahead and do, it is listed out all the databases which are there in my database. So the similar way we can also do list tables. Okay, when you're doing list tables, you should specify the what database you want to list out, which database you want to query, how to list out there, and you need to specify the list tables here. Just press enter. It will list out the all your tables which exist in the respective database name which you have specified here. Fine. So now, as I promised you guys, so Sqoop import has its own attributes. How can I see them? As simple as this. As simple as this. Just need to say scoop hyphen import and help, but it is showing so many Vira. Then how can I up and down, up? I cannot drag up and drag down. Let's put into a simple file. How to put into simple file, guys? Very simple. Scoop import hyphen help greater than. This is what I have shown you before, right? So you can put into some specified location. Already have some specified location there. I already have this. I don't want to append to this one more time. So let's say I'll make it one here. I'll make it one here. Now it will get create. It's already created. You can go ahead and see in UI. If you like to see in UI, you can go ahead and see in UI. Or if you don't like to see in UI, you can go ahead and see in a command prompt, command window slash usr local help. Go inside. You have something called scoop import.txt. Open this. Everyone, guys, this is the best way to learn yourself, and this is the best way to understand what are the options are there. This is the one, and you do have something called scoop guide. Okay, even you do have something called scoop guide who gives accurate information. You don't need to go and search here and there. Refer the scoop guide. So guide for respective versions you have. Okay, so what are the versions? It has multiple versions are available. Okay, you can select respective versions. You can respect to let me take out this, let me see this. Yep, you have whatever the version you want to see, you select that version, so you can go ahead and view them. So I like to see this version. Scoop user guide, developers guide, or release notes, whatever this, you take user guide. Go and see the user guides. You have all options here. You have all the options here. For the import, what are the options are available? What are the options are available? Everything has listed out here. If you don't like that, so what do you don't have internet, so you don't want to go there and see. So yes, we refer CC guide only. For CC exam, we'll refer the scoop guide only. So if you don't like to see that options, what you do very simple, as I shown here, you create your own help file. So look at here, common arguments, connect, connection manager, driver, home, password, blah blah blah, all these things will be there. Along with your import command, you have something called hyphen append, store as a Auro file, store as a Parquet file, you store as a sequence file. So you have a different options are available here. You can make use of each and every command yourself. Make use of each and every command yourself. That's where we will learn more. Okay, so instead of searching for a program, so instead of searching for here and there, you create your own help file. Try executing them. Let's try normal import, then we will see append as part of this video today, and then we will go with our data file or Parquet data file or something. But by default it is a text file. We no need to specify anything. It's by default it's a text file, plain text. And we are going to see that now. So I like to use the putty because in the real time we'll be using putty only. As I shown before, in orders, see this 68,000 records are there. Let's take very small one, departments. So it has only 6 records. Look at, guys, first the records, what are there inside? How many? 6 records are there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 6 records are there. 2 to 7, 6 records are there. Now I am going to import the data into my HDFS. I'm going to import the data into my HDFS. I request you, everyone, please concentrate here. This is a little important thing to understand. Okay, this is a little important thing to understand. So very simple, but it looks very simple, but it's a little important. Okay, let's go back here, and you can use the same connection URL and all blah, because so I'm not going to retype that again. So I'm going to make use of the existing one, import, and just go and hyphen table. Which table you want to download? Departments. departments. But as soon as I did this, I'm going to import some data. I'm going to import some data. When I'm going to import some data, it has to go and put in some in HDFS, right? Now what I'm doing here, I have a database. In this database, I have a table which is called department. Guys, this is really important, guys. The people will ask you that how internally Sqoop will work. We already discussed in the previous session, so I'm not going to put more concentrate in that area. So now I'm going to explain you. So now your Sqoop tool is going to talk to a database by using URL. Whatever the URL connection URL you have given, username, password, blah 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 and all. It will take this data and it has to put into HDFS. It has to put into HDFS. It has to put into HDFS. So HDFS is a file system. So for database you have given connection URL, username, password, which database, which table, everything you have given to connect. Everything you have told to Sqoop, which table you have to import, what you have to import, everything you already defined in your query. But how, where I need to put, you didn't tell that, no. You didn't tell where I need to keep my downloaded data or imported data, where I need to put. We didn't specify in our command. If you look at your command one more time, I didn't specify here. Right? But default where it will go. What is the default location for this? The default location for this is /user/ your username, your computer's username, from where you are executing that username. In my case, Hadoop 1. And which table you are talking about, that table directly. So this is the default location. /user and username is the default location. And the directory it will be creating, that is as similar as your table name. So can't we change this location? Yes, we can change the location, or you can also give your own location. You can change this location by default location, or you can also give your own location that we will see in another few minutes. Let's go back here, but I would like to tell you here, I already have some data in this. Let's look at here, Hadoop FS -ls/user/Hadoop 1. When I look at here, you'll see by default I'll be having a departments here. I already have a departments here. So it will not work out. So what I need to do, I need to remove this. So what is the command to remove, guys? I forgot. So can someone help me to remove the directory? Can someone help me to remove the directory? Gopi, Mallikarjun Reddy, Ramakrishna Reddy, Sanchari. What RM -?
-MTD.
What RMR, guys? I can also do like this.
No, sir. HDFS, DFS -MTD and the directory name.
So this command will not work. Will this command will work or not? Will this command will work or not?
No, sir, it's removing the files only. It is for removing the files only.
So I need to remove file only, no?
You're saying directory, right? Directory.
What happened? Is it deleted or not?
It's deleted. Move to trash.
After deleting, where it went?
Trash.
So it went to trash. How long it will be there in the trash?
So it's based upon the time, sir.
So you can see this command, no? You can see the screen, right? Right?
Deletion.
So it will get deleted automatically after 5 minutes. We'll go and check later. It's not to worry at this point. Okay, now let's go back. I'm just checking whether you guys gone through the previous session. I mean, did the hands-on or not, nothing else. Okay, just press enter here. I'm going to import the data. Did I miss anything here? Or my query is correct? We just removed, right, from where it came again. We just removed, right, from where it came. Departments. Then what I did, I didn't remove. I removed the files. Now I remove the directory. Okay. You're correct. Let's look at here. Look at guys here. It's trying to connect to a resource manager. And how many splits? 4 splits. By default it is taking 4. 4 splits means 4 mappers. 4 splits means we will take the 4 mappers. And if you observe something here, there is something called boundary query. Boundary query. What is this boundary query? What is this boundary query? What is this boundary query? The range. We will be more talking about this. This is more important. It will identify what is the minimum ID, I mean minimum value in the primary key and maximum value in the primary key. And based on that, it will be dividing number of records has to go to single mapper. Number of records has to go to single mapper. It has been imported. Yeah, you got, that's what we have already told, right, Dheeraj? You are asking the same question again, I hope. So once your boundary query has been executed, so it will be considered only that boundary query. So later whatever you have updated, it will not be considered. No, I have told you in the WhatsApp. I also told you that we will I'll do some experiment. I mean I'll execute and I'll come back to you. Okay, fine. So now how many records? How many records? 6 records. Oh, sorry. 6 records. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. User, Hadoop one, and see your departments. When this department was created? 2016 06. Just now it has been created. Very good. Go here. See four parts are there. 4 part files are there. Now these part files, when I go and look at it, will be having some data. The default delimiter is comma. The default delimiter is comma in Sqoop. Okay. Now if I execute the same command one more time, what will happen? What will happen? If I execute the same command one more time, what will happen?
It displays table is already exists.
Very good. It says that the table is already exists. So because whenever you execute this import command, you'll try to recreate it. You'll try to recreate it, right? So when it's trying to recreate the table is already exists. The directory is already exists. It cannot create. Now what will happen? Now what will happen?
It just add the append the data.
So it will import the same data and it will append to an existing data. So now it will modify those files. What are the files we have here? It will just modify these files and it will create new files. It will modify only these files. It will create new files. So this department was having 4 files, correct? Is the 4 files will be updated or the new files will be created? It will modify the same data. Okay. Gopi Krishna is telling it will modify the same data. Mallikarjun, you? It will create a new files or it will modify the existing data?
It's modify the existing data. I mean just adding the data, new data to the existing one.
So existing files only will be there. 4 files only will be there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
What about
Yes.
you, Dheeraj? It will be there only 4 files. Good. Now look at guys here. What happened? It has added new files. It is not modified the existing files. It is added new part files. Total 8 files are there. Total 8 files are there. It is not modified the existing files. It's created new 4 files. So the append command. So what I'm trying to show you here, the append command, when you use -append along with your it will import the data and it will append to the existing data. It means it will not modify the existing files in HDFS. It will create a new files and it will put into under the same directory. It will put into the same directory. Okay. Now a question to you guys. Now a question to you. Now a question to you. I have, look at guys here carefully. How it is launched 4 mappers and how it is shared 6 records. 2, there was a 2 second record 2, which was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How this 6 records has been shared by this 4 mappers? How this 6 records has been shared by 4 mappers? How? Look at guys here. It has the 2 records, 2 and 3, and 0, 1. It also has only 1 record, and 2. It has 1 record, and 0, 3. It has 2 records. It has 2 records. It means it has shared the data. It has shared the data. How it is shared? On what basis it is shared? How it is shared? On what basis it is shared? So it is shared based on this ID column. Actually it is department ID column, no? D underscore department underscore ID column. It is a primary key. It is a primary key. Look at guys here. Look at here. What is this? Your department ID is a primary key. It is primary key. What will happen in the primary key? Your Sqoop, when Sqoop you launch the job, the Sqoop try to look at the metadata of the table. It will try to understand which column is a primary key, which column is not a primary key. So now this column is a primary key. Your boundary query has been executed on this primary key column, and it find the minimum. 2, it found the maximum. That was a boundary query I was showing you. It is found the minimum, it found the maximum. Now look at guys here. 7 by 4. 7 by 4. 7 by 4. How many records will come? It has to share by 4 people. The 7 records, 7 means, see, it will find the difference. Okay, difference means it will find the how many records are in between. So it will share 4 records. Then it will share it. Now let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 200, 500, 1000. Now guys tell me, mapper 1 how many records will go? Mapper 2 how many records will go? Mapper 3 how many records will go? Mapper 4 how many records will go? You guys understand, right? From here it is as shared like this. This is mapper 1 has taken. This is mapper 2 has taken. This is mapper 3 has taken. It is taken mapper 4. It has taken mapper 4. Okay, 1 to 250. 1 to 250. Okay, 250 to 500. Okay, 500 to 1000. 750. 751 to 1000. 750 to 1000. It means it started distributing your whole data into four parts. When it started distributing four parts, what will happen in this case? So how many records are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 records are there. This 9 records has to be shared by 4 mappers. Now, whatever comes under 1 to 250 range, whatever comes under 1 to 250 range, like these will go to mapper 1, and 250 to 500 mapper 2, 700 to 500 mapper 4. What about mapper 3? Mapper 3 will have empty records. Mapper 3 will have empty records because it is not finding any range between 501 to 750. Look at guys here. Look at guys here. So first we need to insert some records here. So 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let me insert. What's the command, guys? I don't know. Insert into values departments, right? Values let's say 8. I don't need to say 8. Do I need to say 8 here? Do I need to say 8 here? Okay, let me that I will talk to you later. That I will explain you later. Why should I no need to enter the sequence numbers? Okay. Error. Something went wrong. Values. 6 records has been entered. So 2 to 1000. Now go ahead and execute. So before executing it, I love to drop a table. Can I do like this? Can I do like this? If I do like this, what will happen?
What are the files are starting with the department, all files will be deleted.
Depart. Who to start with the depart? All will be deleted. Let's look at here. Depart sequence is deleted. Depart 1 is depart deleted. Depart is deleted. Okay. So I want to recover this. I don't want to delete this. I want to recover this. So what I will do? How to recover from the trash? Can anyone tell me how to recover from the trash? Hmm? How to recover, guys? Tell me, guys, how to recover? No, don't know. Why is I not practicing it? I think it might be deleted. Let's see. I don't think it will be deleted. Hey, this has been deleted. It has been, I think it's 1 minute is the time. I think within 1 minute. Well, 1 minute was the time, so that's why it is. Let's see. It's okay, no problem. So 1 minute was the interval, so that's why it's quickly done. It's removed. Okay, fine, not a problem with that. So our job is something different. Let's go ahead and start import. Go ahead and start import. Okay, I'm going to import the departments table into this. If you see the boundary query, I would like to show you the boundary query here. I would like to show the boundary query here. I would like to show the boundary query. Same query will not change, okay? But if you see here, the value is 2. Here the value is 1000. Here the value is 2 in the minimum. The maximum is 1000. Okay. It was not 5 minutes. The checkpointing was 5 minutes. Trash interval was 1 minute only. When Mallikarjun was telling that, I have observed, but I thought to tell him later. So it was only 1 minute. 5 minutes is the checkpointing time. So I'll show you that later. Okay. Let's go back here. Refresh. You got departments. And let's go back here. Why my mapper 3 is 0 bytes? Why my mapper 3 is 0 bytes? As I shown in the diagram, my mapper 3 is a 0 bytes. Why? Because it didn't get any record value in the range of 500 to 750. 500 to 750. That is the reason it was not have any values for that. Okay. And how do this one you have 2 to 200. You can see here 2 to 200. I mean one is there, but in our case one is not there. 1 to 200 went to mapper 1. Very good. Now let's look at here. Second part file 2, only 500, only one record. Look at here, only one record. 500 record, only one record. Next, department 3, as I said, mapper 3, as I said, this is 0. Mapper 4, only one record, which is the 1000. So only one record, which was the 1000. Clear, guys? Any doubt how the data is getting splitted into multiple mappers? This is really important. They will give you a use case like this and they will ask you that. Okay, so how it will go, which records will go, and what other records will be go into which record. Okay, let's see our next option from here. Stored as Auro file or store as a Parquet file. These things we will see later, so this is not that much important. We can just hyphen as a text file, it will store. Hyphen as sequence file, it will store as a sequence file. Let's talk about the boundary queries. We will also talk later. Okay, boundary query, we can give our own splits. Okay, we will talk about this. Okay, so how many splits we can specify our own. Okay, so that's really no matter at this point. Let's see here columns. What is this columns? I want to select specific columns from the specific table. I want to select the specific columns from the table. Let's say department. Let's take a department. I want to get only department ID. I want to get only department ID. So how will I do? How will I do? How will I do? So I will specify hyphen columns and department ID. I will specify hyphen columns and department ID. Let's look at guys here. I just want to show you here. And with this command we will be completing this today's session. What is that? Hyphen columns, hyphen columns. So I need to find the column ID, and let me copy this column. Okay, and hyphen delete target -dir. Similar, it's also boundary query. It takes on from the department ID, taken from the department ID. Why it is hanged, or it is trying to do something in the background? It's doing something. Done. Great. Go back here. Go back here. Yes, it's running MapReduce job. That's true. It will run the MapReduce job. Department. It was before it was having a department ID and name. Now let's see. It has only department ID. It has only department ID because I have specified hyphen columns. I have specified hyphen columns in my query. So that's the reason it has fetched only the department ID as the columns. And hyphen delete target directory. Whatever the directory is going to create, if the directories already exist, it will just delete that and recreate. It will just delete and recreate. Hyphen delete hyphen target directory is the option to delete an existing directory and recreate. Column names, I don't think you can import the column names. You cannot import the column names. That's what I'm trying to say. The header you cannot import. Maybe I need to check with the Hadoop 2 guys. So sorry, not Hadoop 2, Sqoop 2. I'm hearing so many features in the Sqoop 2. So I just need to check with the Sqoop 2. I didn't check with the Sqoop 2. Yes, it might be possible in the Sqoop 2. Let me check and can come back at this point with the Hadoop Sqoop 1.4.6. What are the version I'm using? No, I didn't import any time the column headers. So maybe I need to check with the Hadoop Sqoop 2. I'll be installing another machine and I'll be checking that. Okay, any questions? Yeah, maybe I'll check and I'll come back on this. Any questions, guys?
Yeah, Veera, I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Veera, I have one question. Yeah, actually here the boundaries values is in here mappers are dividing the range, right, by based upon the primary key range, primary key values range. Suppose in case of, actually this is in the part of, I mean in the format of integers. Suppose in case of varchar something or in the format, so how they are going to divide the range?
Very good question. I think I have seen it with one of the, you can have split by column as with a split by column with varchar values. I think it will go with alphabetical order. I mean, as Dheeraj is saying that, I need to check with that. I'll check and I'll come back on this. The nice question.
Sure, sir.
Yep.
Sure. And one more question, sir. Maximum how many mappers we can set, sir? By default is 4.
Okay.
And what is the maximum numbers we can set the mappers?
So you don't have
Even
that
for
kind
the
of limit based on your resource. So how many resources you have? Like resource means like what is your virtual cores and what is your RAM, and based on that,
okay.
based on the number of data nodes and the number of virtual cores and RAM, you can go ahead and launch those many.
Last time I also faced the same interview question, so one type of interview question from there.
Okay.
So I said it will be based. He asked me, so can we set the 1,000 mappers at a time? 1,000 mappers.
If you have a resource, you can set it. I don't. Let me see here only. No,
Okay.
what is there in it? Let's see. In this job, I'm executing this. I'm going to execute this.
M 1,000.
Let's try. Is there any limit?
No, but there is no that much records we don't have.
I mean
1,000 records or
that's
something.
fine. That's
Only
fine. But those main mappers will be launched. I'm just checking in the configuration. Is there anything like that? Anyway, these are all commented. These are all commented. These are also commented. Support number. That's a different. I'll tell you what is that. That's a meta store. Even if Sqoop will have internally, there is some meta store. We will talk about that when we are discussing about jobs. Sqoop job. I don't think is. Let's go back and see our starting. Still, it is starting because it has to. So many mappers will be waiting, and 1,000 mappers has to launch. Why 999? Why can't it be 1,000? Why it is taken 999? Why can't it be 1,000 mappers? I'm just looking for that. No, no, I'm not telling that. That's why I'm also surprising. No, it's not 0 to 999. Now, why it is this much slow? Do you guys can tell me? Map 1%, 2%. Can anyone tell me why it is this much? Only 1%, 2%, 3%. Now, it is running those many mappers, and it is calculating all the 1,000 mappers process, and it is showing in the percentages. Okay. I think it'll take some time. Okay, so as such, if you have a resource, it will go ahead and launch the jobs. As such, you don't have any limit. Let me check this. Why it is this? Let me stop this, or let me kill this job. Okay, by the time it will kill. Okay, so do you guys have any other doubt? Any other doubts? what is this? Well in exam, can we use any methods? I didn't get you, Dheeraj. It has been killed the job. I didn't get you. Can we use any methods like for appending, or you can use hyphen append? So based on the use case they have given, you have to do this. Based on the what is the use case they have given, you have to do it. That's what the way, whatever the result they're expecting at the end, so you need to do it and you need to show that. Okay, and let me launch this. I'm just checking, is there any limit for it? I just want to say splits. No, still it is 9 9 9 9 9 splits. 9 splits. But if job is completed, then only we'll know. I mean, 9 means obviously 9 mappers only will launch. I'll come back on this Mallikarjun. Okay, I'll update
Okay,
you this.
sure, sure.
These two questions.
And I have one more doubt, sir.
Mhm.
Actually, here we are processing the only one table to, I mean, just importing the one table to the HDFS. If in case of multiple tables, we are importing the tables to the HDFS, how the mappers will be set, sir?
Sorry?
Actually, we are just importing the only one table. Here
Okay.
the mapper will be divided based upon the table primary key. Suppose in case of multiple tables we are importing, how the mappers will be divided?
So if you observe that, it will not import. It will not import all tables at a time. It will go table by table. So each table will be divided into 4 mappers.
One by one only, right?
Yep. Okay. That's it, guys. So it's now 10:10. So we'll meet next tomorrow also. So we will try to we'll try to continue the classes. Okay. So we will continue the classes. Then we will. Okay. We will see that. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your time. Have a great day. Okay.